Hello and welcome to the Sunday Afternoon Modular. In this video I will show you some cool new, not only modules, from SUPERBOOTH24. The event took place in the capital of Germany, Berlin, from the 16th to the 18th of May and just ended yesterday, at least if you're watching this video on its release date. SUPERBOOTH was invented by Mr. Schneider. Who is Mr. Schneider, you might ask? Well, without him, no Eurorack standard. He, with his company Töpfer Music Electronic, invented the Eurorack system back in 1995. Now that you know who Mr. Schneider is, back to SUPERBOOTH. There are a lot of different exhibitors, synths and modular synths, but not only. Also quite some studio gear manufacturers and even plug-in companies. But in general, it's a synthesizer community get-together. There are further workshops and concerts. Let's have a look at all the exhibitors. You see, it's a huge list. If you want to read through it, you best pause the video here, because we will continue in 3, 2, 1... So the first thing I want to show you is not the module. It's a synthesizer tuner by Korg, the ST1K. Looks like a guitar tuner? Yes, it does. But why can I not just buy a guitar tuner then, you might ask? This has to do with the signal levels. You can buy a guitar tuner, but if it can't handle modular synthesizer levels, worst case you can damage the device. Check out my video about signal levels if you want to know more. It is linked in the video description. So, this is why Korg made a tuner especially for analog and modular synthesizers, which is pretty cool. It's also quite affordable, especially when compared to the few tuner modules that exist. Next is Autopilot from Endorphins, a one-new auto-tuning module. It helps you to tune oscillators. Put the module between the pitch CV and then play the reference wave, which is either a 440 Hz A note or a 261.62 Hz C note. Now a single tap on the button tunes your oscillator to the closest A or C note. I'm not 100% sure if you actually need to play a 440 Hz A note or if any A note will do it. But sure, a pretty useful helper to tune your oscillators. Next we have the Modbep Colors. It's a stereo version of the Modbep Hue module. It comes with a low-pass, high-pass filter, drive, magnet and lo-fi to alter your sound. Lo-fi basically is a bit crusher. Further, there is a one-knob compressor. I have a Modbep Hue and it's a really cool module. And now having this in stereo makes it perfect, for example, as insert of your mixer module. Alright, next we have the Your Analog Cycle 5. The Cycle 5 is a Variwave oscillator. Instead of a coarse frequency knob, it comes with a 7-position octave switch. Cycle 5 gives you all the classic waveforms, but the real highlight is the Variwave feature. By adjusting the Variwave knob, the waveform on the matching output will smoothly morph from sine to triangle, saw, square, and finally a very narrow pulse. And the best, the Variwave parameter can be CV controlled. Next we have the Ohmicide from Ohmforce. Ohmicide actually is a distortion plugin that they now put in a Eurorack module. There is a crossover control and 2 low-pass filters built in. The module can be used in mono or stereo. And of course, a lot of distortion algorithms, 111 to be exactly. Sounds cool? It does! Next on the SUPERBOOTH menu is the Nobula Echo Cinematic. Now let me first read what Nobula writes about it. Echo Cinematic is a practical stereo effects device. inspired by the dub music culture that emerged from Jamaica and landed in London during the early 1980s. The module comes with an EQ, delay and reverb section. There is a tap button but also a clock input for the delay. Very cool! As if this wouldn't be enough, there are 2 CV inputs assignable to any control. Next we have the Bustle Pizza Crust, a new module for their pizza series. Bustle says it's a hard-hitting drum voice and goes way beyond drum territory. There is a noise source with a built-in high and low pass filter and 4 different modes: white noise, clap, bit and metallic. There are 4 oscillator configurations: FM, FM2, dual and ring modulation. Further, the module brings a pitch envelope, detune, a volt per octave input, temporal shape control and a fader to crossfade between the layers. Last but not least, a clip distortion with either soft clipping and bass boost or hard clipping with a transient shaper that makes the drums super hard. Alright, we're slowly coming to an end here. The last module I want to show you is the Samples 2 from Soundforce. It's a very easy to use 5-channel USB sample player. It comes with different playback modes, a multi-sample mode and wave file auto conversion. The playback modes and other options can be changed in a settings text file that is automatically generated by the module and saved in the root of the USB memory stick. The decks on the module, so the digital to analog converters, run at 16 bits at 44.1 kHz. That was it for this video. Of course, there were a lot of other modules, synthesizer and audio products presented at SuperBooth. Is there any highlight you want to point out? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoy my videos, you will make me very happy if you leave a like and become a subscriber. Thank you for supporting small channels like mine. If you are now sad that this video is over, there are more than 200 videos on my channel waiting to be watched. So long, have a great day, evening or night, and see you next time on the